But the issue is not the reason that they bringing them over here. It has nothing to do with they suffering.
Okay.
It has everything to do with controlling the outcome of elections. Votes ain't what we think they is, right? Nobody that you voting for, your vote gonna actually put them people in power. It's not gonna happen. all of the elections are rigged. Been rigged from the beginning. The biggest trick they ever played on us was to get us to demand something called voter rights. We're not stakeholders in the corporation. Our vote don't count. How do we know this? Because the stakeholders vote after we do. They call them the electoral college. So they let us say what we gonna say, and then they laugh at us, and then they do what they was gonna do anyway.
Crazy.
Because as long as we feel included in a decision-making process, we won't overthrow their regime. So it's all an illusion to make you believe you part of this system. And the system is on your back. It's not a system that opened doors for you. It's a system that's on your shoulders. You don't know that the system is on top of you because they got you believing that you're a participant. You're not a participant. Since 1776, everybody that's calling themselves American has been a victim. I don't care what you look like. Because when the law was laid out, like for instance, the Emancipation Proclamation was supposed to free the slaves, which were 13th and 14th Amendment. No, it changed the conditions by which slavery could be administered. It didn't get rid of it. Think about it, right? If you ain't supposed to have a person held for involuntary servitude or slavery, but then the 14th Amendment is say, unless duly convicted of a felony, right? Where do they derive their felonies from? They're not coming from the law of the land. But if they was, then no drug dealer would be in prison. Because the government brought all the dope here.
Sure did, yes.
Right? So why are they bringing all the dope here and then punishing us for making a living off the dope they brought? It was all a trap to begin with. The rats don't put the cheese in the trap, but he always get caught in it. We didn't bring the dope over here, but we always got caught in it.
Yeah.
And very few of us understood what happened with Iran-Contra.
Okay.
In that this is not a new government thing. You go all the way back to the Opium Wars. Britain is the king of drug dealers. They did it in the Opium Wars. They flooded China with cheap discount opium and opened up opium dens everywhere. So what did Mao's Dong do when he got in there? Anybody that get caught smoking opium, you dead. Nothing to negotiate. Ain't non-negotiable. If you're smoking opium, you are a pariah to the system. You die. Everybody's like, how you just gonna kill all of the people? They was like wet rags laying around opium dens, and they couldn't even get up and go nowhere. They already dead. They just ain't literally dead. But for all intents and purposes, they contribute contributions to life. They taking up oxygen for people that could actually be using it to accomplish something.
Yeah.
Right? So you give a person enough dead weight, you're going to wear them down eventually.
Yeah. While you take a pause for a minute, I just want to tell everybody that's in the chat, thank you so much for keeping the conversation going. I see your questions. We're going to give you some time to ask the chief the questions. But thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing information with each other. I see 1,533 people in the chat. Hit the like button, please. That will help the algorithms. And please support our chief. Chief Rod Hayes has been giving out information for probably about a decade that I know of, and he's not paid for this. So I ask that you show him and me and this soul tribe how much we appreciate him for his hard work. You can either send him a blessing by two methods. You can send him a blessing via Cash App. Let's see. Cash App is $SICK8. That's Cash App, $SIK capital APE, or you can send him a donation to his PayPal, which is at 6801, SIKAPE01. What does SIK8 mean before you go on?
Soldiers in Illuminati are present everywhere.
Okay.
It's an acronym.
Illuminati.
So it was the communication between me and somebody who came up with something called the Don Illuminati theory. It's a tribal communication.
Okay. And I'm going to take this off the screen, family, but if you look at the ticker below, you will see different methods that you can support the Chief Rod Hayes for always coming on here. And he spends hours of his time. He got a lot of knowledge already in his head, but he studies as well, and he disseminates information on his social media platforms, doesn't ask for a penny, never has. Then he comes on different shows and he gives all this information and never asks for anything. So again, I ask, if you appreciate the information that he's sharing, please support him by sending him some ends, okay, some duckies, as we used to say, to oops, that's the wrong one, to $SIK, capital SIK, capital APE for Cash App. And PayPal is the same thing, except it's 6801. Okay. Thank you, family. So you talked to me about the immigration. And the reason why I brought that up is because after what happened at the White House with the unaliving of 2 National Guardsmen, President Trump, he took a hard stance against immigration. He said he's going to vet everybody more thoroughly. He's freezing the asylums, people will come here, their visas would expire, then they would just apply for asylum. He's freezing all that. He's putting a halt on green cards. It's like people think he's crazy, like he's a madman. What do you say to all that?
Another thing that has to happen before they hand the keys back to the tribes is they have to shut the government all the way down. That means they have to close the air travel in the borders.
Okay.
When they get ready to do the big transfer, it's going to be one airport open. It's probably going to be the one in New York, JFK, because it's the one with the most international flights. Either that one or LAX, but it ain't going to be both of them.
Okay.
And that's only going to be for dignitaries, foreign dignitaries that's going to come over here to acknowledge the tribes. And just like what you've seen the Colombian president do, except they're going to be coming to talk to the people and to offer whatever they country or a nation can give us to support. It's a whole, they was waiting on us. The rest of the world been waiting on America. One of these chiefs gonna figure this stuff out sooner or later. And all of the ones around the world been waiting on us. Because we was the ones holding everybody back, because where America go, the world go. Right? We accustomed to calling it America now. Right? So we use the term because that's what we're accustomed to, but we're going to change the name.
Oh, yeah?
I guarantee you we're going to change the name. We're going to change the borders.
Oh.
We aren't going to have states. We're going to have territories and provinces. And it's going to be the matriarchy that's going to do the new lines of demarcation. So if you going to get your testicles in the bunch because you ain't in on the meeting, too bad for you. You might as well go get castrated. But it's going to be based on socioeconomic, the ability to administer socioeconomic support to every part of the land. Okay. That's what it's based on. That's different between patriarchy and matriarchy. Under patriarchy is for military conquest and control, military control. Under the matriarchy, it's about bountiful abundance, right? Magnetic love energy. And it changes the way people behave and treat each other.
Okay.
Right? Just when the women get what's rightfully theirs back, it's going to make all of the real men stand up and be like, I could be a man now.
Okay.
Because a lot of them right now is running around hiding behind garbage cans, peeping around the corner, hoping that they don't see massa coming.
So what about the matriarchy makes the man want to stand up even stronger?
Look, You know how women be aggressive with
Yeah.
men, cuss them out, and ain't none of that. Man, women in their nature, when they be able to follow their nature, it make men just melt at the presence of women. They can't help it. That's where your whole Medusa story came from. The mischaracteristics or an exaggeration of the true story. Every man has seen a woman where he just freezes and he can't do nothing, just look at her. You look too long, now you lost your head.
Okay.
Because the Gorgons was warrior priestesses. They were similar to the Amazonians, but their mission was to settle Greece.
Okay.
Medusa's name is Helen. Medusa is her title.
Oh.
And she's a fly priestess, which means she was a grand doula. The title Medu, or the number Medu, is 10 in Kemetic. That's the highest rank, right? So she was the highest ranked doula of the Hellenistic system. So they called her Medusa. Then you had, when she was Helen, you ever heard of Hellenistic society?
Yes.
Okay. This is talking about a feminine society. This is why Bobby Hemming say all of that dark shit, that hell shit, that's the feminine realm. Look what he was talking about. So here we come years later, and we're trying to look at ancient times in modern lenses, and we're going to always be distorted because of it. It's not the same.
Okay. So I heard you say a little earlier they're going to turn things over to the tribes. They're going to turn the government over to the tribes here on the land?
And they ain't got no choice. We was governing the land before they came. Why we can't govern it now? We just had to re-educate and educate ourselves above the ignorant conditions that we was subjugated to. They killed off all our educated. When we seen lynchings, we thought they were just random people, melanated people. Them was not random people.
Okay.
The prelude to the lynchings was your intelligence, your ability to stand your ground, and your ability to educate and influence others. You did. That was a death warrant. That's why we take pride in being ignorant now, trying to avoid being lynched.
Oh.
And most of us don't know that what we call a KKK is a Masonic Brotherhood from Spain called the Black Brotherhood of Spain. They was Moors. The original KKK members under them robes looked like us.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, when you look back at some of the old pictures from the 1800s, look at the hands. Make sure you look at the hands, because you're gonna be surprised how many black hands hanging under black robes. Then you know why the black hand was the most feared thing in the South. Because you didn't know if it was this nigga sitting next to you or the one you just bought your stuff from in the pharmacy that's gonna don this robe. They led and trained and educated the pale-face KKK. Now, I don't know what the new one's gonna do, because all they grandbabies mulattoes now.
And where did they come from? These are the Moors from Spain, you say?
Yeah, the conquistadors. If you go to the computer right now and type in Black Brotherhood of Spain.
Okay. Black Brotherhood. Okay, let's see. The Black Brotherhood of Spain most likely refers to the Hermandad de los Negritos in Seville, one of the oldest surviving brotherhoods in Spain, founded in 1393 for black slaves and former slaves. I'll bring it up. Black Brotherhoods of Spain. Okay. Brotherhood of Spain. Family, hit the like button, please, and share the video. Make sure you send the chief. Oh my God. Make sure, this took me by surprise. Make sure you send the chief a blessing. I couldn't even get my words out. Make sure you send a contribution to the chief for enlightening us Who knew the KKK were a bunch of dark-skinned people? Yeah, somebody said it's the black nobility.
They are absolutely correct. The black nobility is the ones that got kicked out of Europe for eating and raping babies.
Oh my God.
And now they want to mix in with us like they normal and we ain't.
Oh my God. Look at this. This is wild.
Each one of them colors represents something different. When they wearing a different color robe.
Yes, I see black. Oh, I see the white and blue.
Yeah, keep scrolling down. You're going to see the all white ones too.
Jiminy Crick. Yes, I see all white ones with the pointy head things. Pointy hoods. This is wild. Oh, I see black with blue.
Yeah, they got different colors for different stuff. In the original Klansmen, the leaders used to wear the different color robes. The one they called the Grand Dragon, he wore the black and red robe. The Grand Wizard wore a blue robe. They had different titles and ranks, and they all had different color robes that matched their rank.
Look at
That's
this
how
one.
the Yep. So that's the blackface. The blackface was to tell us who was behind the dirt. That's why the pale face dressed up in blackface. Because when they kicked the Moors out of Europe, the dirty Moors, they came over here. So they started doing black. That's called a minstrel performance, by the way. Blackface is minstrel performance.
Okay.
The minstrels was another way of saying theater back then.
Okay. Minstrel.
Right. Yeah. So they dress up in blackface. They telling you the story of they're telling you the story of them ones who was pulling their strings. Now, the paleface identify who their handler is by what's called a type in Moorish brooch.
Okay.
This is where they get the name Jews from.
Moorish brooch. BROACH,
I think.
BROACH? Okay.
Go to images.
Okay. Let me see if it's showing on your end. Oh.
Okay, now this is why they got to be called Jews. Dr. Clark got a lecture. Dr. John Henry Clark got a lecture. He said they was named Jews because of the jewels they wore. This is the jewels when you converted, that the one who was in charge of your family gave you one of these when you representing them, you wear it. You see that lady right there that's coming up on the left?
On the left.
Click on her picture.
This lady right here?
Yep. So she's some kind of European nobility. And she got the brooch on. She's telling you who's her handler.
What? I see it right here. Do I need to make it bigger, or can you see on your end?
It's not up to me. It's up to the people that's watching. You can make it bigger for them. I already know what it looked like.
We already know. Okay, family, can y'all see that? They look like us, but they ain't us. Somebody says. Let me make it a little bigger. Yes. Okay. What is a blackamoor brooch? The controversy explored in Harry and Meghan. What? Harry and
Meghan. They wear them too. All of the royal families of Europe wear these.
Are those the images? Yeah. Anything specific I'm looking for?
When you go through them, you're going to see that most of the brothels is full of pale-faced women.
They are. Yes, I see that.
Okay, now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now. This takes us to J.A. Rogers, who they labeled a quack and an insane researcher, and said he didn't have any alphabets behind his name, so his research couldn't be taken serious, but he got all his receipts in the book. But anyway, going back to J.A. Rogers, Nature Knows No Color, Line, and Sex and Race explores what's going on over here. Right? Now, they had this presentation they used to give about whitewashing the people through amalgamation, forced amalgamation.
The best little whorehouse in Texas. I remember hearing about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's actually a movie about that.
Okay.
I think it's porno though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Syrians is the ones from Prussia. It used to be called the Prussian Empire. Later it became known as Khazaria, right? That was the original homeland of the Huns that they brought over as servants. Later on, Khazarians, the ones that was the mulatto offspring of those out of those Moorish harems didn't have birthrights. So the